Hey tubies! So, surprise surprise, doing another video. I've been just sort of rethinking my new year, I guess. I went in to New Year's, like 2013, with a couple of goals. I didn't write them down, I didn't do anything spectacular about them. I just sort of, was like, okay, I'd like to do this, this, and this year. And that was it. That was all I really had in mind for this new year. Sorry, I am listening to the radio. So I figured I'd do a video while trying to set down my base. Now let me explain. I was going through, when I get depressed, I surf YouTube. Go figure. And I was watching old Tiptoe Chick videos. Lesson 1, actually, and lesson 2. I may or may not post the links, I'm not sure. Because this also has to do with Flora Peterson and some things that I did with her. I never actually got to work like one-on-one with her, but through her free gifts and everything, I've just sort of come to my own little way, I guess. You're gonna need this paper. It can be lined with holes in it like mine is. It could be printer paper, it could be whatever. And I recommend doing it with a pen. You don't have to use a pen, but I find that if you put something in ink, it seems irreversible, and it's like, it's got to be done. So I'm gonna try not to make this video too long, even though I'm like 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the clock. This is what we're going to be doing, okay? We're gonna be taking our piece of paper. We're gonna be folding it up so that we have 16 squares on it. Just double checking. And we're gonna be writing down some stuff on this piece of paper. And I'll show you. Where's the other one? This is the one I just sort of started doing. And I decided I might as well. I was gonna start over, so I was like, might as well do a video about it. This is the one I did a year ago. And pretty much it's, this is who I am, and on the other side, this is who I want to be. But I figure, why stop with who I am and who I want to be? Why don't we put on goals for the new year? And this is going to seem really chaotic, and you guys are probably going to understand a single word that I'm saying. I'm just going to start with telling you guys how to fold the paper, I guess. So you're going to take a piece of paper, if you got one, pause it and grab one and then restart. You're going to take it, and here's your piece of paper. You're going to be taking it and doing a, I know all the folds because my mom taught kindergarten, so a hamburger fold. Sorry if you don't like the language, live with it. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it can be awkward, like that is. I don't really care. Then you're going to be taking the hamburger fold and doing a hot dog fold. If you don't know what this is, it just means that you take the paper and you fold it like this. And now what we're doing is we're taking this piece of paper and we're folding it again. Hot dog fold. just what it is. It's a long fold instead of a short fat fold. And now what we're doing is we're folding it in half. And we're folding it in half again. I do origami, so I put my creases in there. Then you unfold it. You're going to have little individual squares, if you sort of see that, that are just lines from your folding in the paper. And you can do it right on whichever side of the piece of paper you want. It doesn't really matter. But one side, you're gonna put who I am. And I want half of it to be dreams. Not the dreams you've had, but dreams that what you want to do. What's your, you know, if you want that dream job, you know, put it in. If you want, like, some people, they wanted to do something, they had themselves set up to do it, and then a circumstance happened and they weren't able to reach that goal, and that information is still within you. The movie that comes to my mind is Bucket List. I don't know if you've seen that yet or not. Pretty much this little guy, he's dying of cancer, and he wanted to be a history professor, and he knew end all be all, it was kind of freaky how much he knew. And yet he was a mechanic. And this is why I think that it's really important that you put your dreams down, because if something like that, like he had kids, so he can go on to be a professor, he can go on to get that degree, so he found the work that was available, and that was a mechanic, so that's what he did. So I want you to put your dreams down for half the page. I'll show you guys. So 8 squares are going to be dreams that have affected you, that sort of have left their mark. And then on the other half, I'm folding it because there's not enough room. The other 8 squares are going to be your base. Who you are that makes you you. You know, is family important to you? Write that down. I'm just going to throw some basic ones out. Family members. Do you have a friend that you feel particularly bound to, almost, that like they're your best friend in the whole world sort of friend? Go with that. Write that down. If you have kids, write that down. Write, you know, you're a mom. If you're a good mom or a good single dad or good parent, just go with that. You know, you're gonna write that down because your kids matter. Doesn't matter who you are. If you're a good parent, you care about your kids more than anything. If something is gonna hurt your kids, you take them away from that. If somebody's bullying your kid or harassing your kid, you want to step up and do something. They're important. Write it down. I'm gonna be doing some of this with you. But pretty much first, before you start writing anything, you're gonna find that middle line. And sort of what I do, I have it so that the holes are at the top for one side, and then for the other side, the holes are along the side like they're supposed to. So this side, I'm gonna find the middle line. Here's the middle line, and here's the middle line. So here in the center, right there, you're gonna write who you are. So, alright, you get it? Alright, now, like I said, I turn the page. That's just me, you don't actually have to do that. I just have it set up that way because it's like I'm changing. I am altering my life. I and growing and changing with it. So after you write down who you are on your line right here, you're going to take the other side and I'm going to turn it. You can choose to turn it or not. And on the center line again, at the center point in your paper, you're going to write, you can write who I want to be if you're not satisfied with yourself. You can write how I want to grow, because we never stop growing. We never stop learning, we never stop growing. Face it, it's just a fact. So you're gonna wanna write that down as well on your center. Alright, now that you got it, you guys are going to put in each individual square exactly what that is, and depending on which side of the page it is, it's going to depend on what you're going to write. And don't be just genetic of, you know, who I am. Write it down. Be as negative as you want. My first one that I did from the 5 free gifts of Flora Peterson's, I wrote down all of the things that were wrong with me. I put shy, insecure, friendless, foolish. I was honest with myself. I had to get over it, pretty much. You're gonna force yourself to get over your flaws. No more sitting there saying, woe is me. Got it? I know I still do that a lot on Facebook. It's like, oh, my life sucks. My hair didn't work out. We all have those little crappy moments in our life, but general overview should always be, I don't care. So what if I'm having a shitty day? So what if my hair didn't work out or the dryer doesn't work because there was a dryer fire or whatever? Doesn't matter. That cat is twitching and he's kind of creepy. So, this is a really long video, so I'm not going to do the rest of it with you. But, you know, write down, you know, how do you want to grow as you? If you write down under the who I am part, if you write down overweight, be specific with how much weight you want to lose. Be specific, okay? It's a big part of it. You have to be specific. I wrote down, with the original one that I first did, I wrote down that I was shy. Okay, later on, because if you just do generics, there's not enough to take up all the spaces. You might, but it's not a guarantee. So then later on, I crossed it off and I put boy shy. That's a lot more specific than just shy. I have overall shyness too, but I am very much boy shy. You know, things like that. So be specific. And if you're not sure about, you know, you don't know if you want to lose like 20 pounds or 30 pounds or whatever, you know, in like a couple months or whatever. This is like an all-year thing. So don't write down something that like you want to get the laundry done sooner. That doesn't help you. And this isn't a to-do list either. This is just a list for you to help you visualize and focus your energy on different things of you that might bother you, that you would like to change, different things like that. And like at the end of the year, like I still look over back at this one that I did, and I look at I wrote this stuff down. I looked at it every day for like a week, and then I stopped. I didn't look at it again from that on. And I look on the side of, you know, who I want to be, how I want to grow. And I find myself, you know, like, I did that, or I did this, you know, like, I didn't do everything on it, but I did quite a few things. And this is a super long video, so I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway, be specific with yourself. It doesn't all have to be positive. At least put at least one positive thing. I don't care who the hell you are. You can come up with something positive about yourself. Trust me. You can come up with something. Even if it's something real stupid and dumb sounding, you can still do it. Or even if you have to ask a friend and say, hey, what's something that you like about me? What do you think is a positive thing for me? Write it down. Write it down. And if you're the crazy cat lady like I am, because I got like 2 cats in here right now. If you're a crazy cat person, write that down. You're crazy cat person. You love animals. There's a positive thing in there. Get over it. I don't care who you are. I want at least, I don't know, at least one. But a healthy range would be 4. 4 or 5. Write it down. In your base. Not just in your dreams, in your base. So hopefully you guys can sort of understand that a little bit. If you don't, message me. I'm really sorry if you can't understand this video and enough people don't understand it. I'll redo it and we'll go from there, okay? I'll see if I can get a link to Tiptoe Chicks video. If I don't put one up, I'm sorry. It's actually really easy to find. You just go to her little profile thing and you go in the search engine for searching videos and you type that in. Lesson 1. Any lesson really. She's got 3 lessons and if you pick any one of those lessons, they all have links to go to each other and are all linked up. So it's really easy to find. Sorry if I don't post that up. Sorry if the radio in the background bothers you at all. I like listening to music. And message me on Facebook if you can. If you go to the little information square on the right hand side, I believe that there's a link in there to reach my Facebook. I'm usually always on Facebook, so you guys can check that out and have a good day and a fabulous week and blessed be.